All right. We're back doing our second live stream.
Yeah. Last week was an interesting start. We kind of just jumped into it last week.
Well, I mean, we're kind of just jumping into it again this week.
We put up a light this week. That was might get a little better lighting on us.
Yeah. So hopefully this week it'll go a little bit smoother. I'm trying to like navigate multiple fucking formats here, like doing the recording it on GarageBand, and trying to figure out how to like look at people's Twitter questions if they want to send them in. Tweet us.
Yeah. At Chance and Nabe, if you want to send us a question, we'll have to fucking say our Twitter name 1,000 times during this podcast. But yeah, at Chance and Nabe, tweet us live. We'll answer your questions.
I think on the video stream it actually has our like a little link where you can just like tweet, to click it, and it will tweet right to our page.
Oh, okay. Just click that shit.
Yeah. So this week, AM Podcast Network has asked us to do a little Halloween themed episode.
Yeah. Ooh, this is our Chance and Nabe, the Halloween Spooktacular. I mean, we're 33-year-old dudes. We're not like dressing up anymore.
I thought about trying to like get in costume for the live stream, but
I was going to call you and see if you still had the Soggy Bottom Boys beards
from at least 15 years ago that I did.
15 years. It has to be, maybe even longer. I have a Jesus wig and beard, but I just threw it in the closet and it's all like clumped up, and now I can't like get the hair out and like get it straight anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna be like, I was gonna be tuxedo Jesus one year for a party, a Halloween party, and I got a tuxedo shirt. Yeah, you know, like the Jesus that Ricky Bobby envisions. Oh no, Kyle Naughton envisions. He's like, I like my Jesus wearing a tuxedo shirt. He's ready to party. So I actually had like a shirt made, and it was the tuxedo shirt, and then on the back it said, I'm not here for the rapture, I'm here to party.
Yeah.
Straight ahead of made, and then never even went to the party in question.
You actually had that shirt made?
Well, it was just a t-shirt, tuxedo shirt, and I just had that put on the back that I'm not here for the rapture.
How did you get it? What did you do to like get it made though?
Just ordered it online at some store.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then never went to the party. But
what do you guys do for Halloween normally? Because you have like a kid who's what, 12?
Yeah. Well, this year he's trying to put up a fight because he wants to go trick or treat, and I was like, "You're too old, dude."
No, that's 12 grade. Too old.
This is the last year. If it's acceptable, this is the last year to be acceptable.
Yeah,
you can't be trick or treating in like 7th grade.
You can't trick or treat with your parents after 6th grade. Like in 7th and 8th grade, you tell your parents you're going trick or treating, and then you go and do vandalizing and stuff, or like try to like
smash pumpkins,
make out with some chick or something. Yeah, smashing pumpkins.
God, that's something we did.
Do you remember? Did you ever work at the haunted house that like all of our friends went and worked at?
No,
I went and did it one time. This is what sold me on it. They were just like, you can come down. It was all these dudes that were in this band that we like idolized that were older than us called Spill. Yeah. And they all worked at, what was the name of that haunted house?
Was it Hangman?
Yeah, it was Hangman. Cutting Edge. Yeah. And it was like, Andy Kelly worked there, our friend, and he was like, come up there. We just like smoke cigarettes all night, just hang out.
Okay.
I was like, I'm sold. So we go up there. We didn't have driver's license. We're probably in middle school, maybe like freshman in high school. Get up there. The lady who runs the thing's a fucking creep. She has cigarettes like in her like titties, handing them out to the kids like fucking candy on Halloween. So we're all just like smoking cigs. I got put in this room, no training or anything. Obviously, there's like, okay, just go in this room, kind of rake this fucking shovel on this cyclone fence when people come through. And I did it first time, broke the whole fucking thing, fell down and busted like a big strobe light, hundreds of dollars worth of shit. So needless to say, I didn't get paid. But that was like just a really weird thing that all of our friends used to do.
Yeah, the haunted houses these days are like $40 or $50 to fucking get into. It's weird. It's just, I remember they were like $10. You'd go with like a girl, and she, just kind of hold on tight.
Try to get like an elbow on a boob or something.
That was the goal of the night. The elbow on a boob. That that was it for
Yeah.
us. And then I think after that we just turned to vandalism, not even trying to like get girls anymore.
Yeah, they would like have to come to us. We weren't like approaching girls at that time.
Yeah, we weren't good at that. But you had one crazy story from Halloween about these vampire people in a night
Yeah.
we got trapped in one of our band rooms.
It wasn't actually Halloween, but it's just like a really scary story that we had. Okay, so when we used to play in a band, we were constantly trying to find places to practice where the cops wouldn't like come and fucking shut us down every time, which happened at my mom's house literally every time we practiced over there.
In any house we ever practiced at, the cops came because the neighbors were just like, okay, you're not playing that song again, motherfucker.
There's like, we can only hear My Redhead so many times. But we practiced at all of our parents' house. We wore out our welcome every place.
Yeah.
With all the neighbors. And so we eventually, once we got driver's license, went and rented a storage unit, like at a storage place where like Storage Wars.
Yeah.
Storage place like that. We rented it out, like turned it into a band room. You're in a metal room. It's definitely so fucking loud for anybody who lives anywhere near there. Like
there'd be so much feedback because of all the metal.
Horrible.
It's the worst idea. It's in fucking like way the fucking Arlington.
Yeah, we didn't care then though. It was cool to like, our parents would let us go to band practice like no matter what for some reason. I guess they were like just happy we were doing something like out of the house. But there was a rule at this place that you could only come in and out before certain times, right?
Right.
And then it would like lock up. And so it's supposed to be like you're supposed to be out of there at 9 or 10 or something. And we weren't out.
Yeah, of course we broke the one rule.
Yeah. Yeah. And the cops actually eventually did come to that place and shut us down one time too. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this time, I think this might have been the last time we ever played there. We practiced. You were supposed to like meet your now wife. It was like you guys had just started dating at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we tried to
go.
go.
Our parents were out of town too.
Yeah, because you were like really needing to like get out of there. You're like, what the fuck? Like, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Chris, the drummer of the band, was like the ballsiest one of all of us as far as like, if you dared him to do something, he would do it.
Yeah.
So we were just like, fucking go knock on the door. Because in these storage places, a lot of times like the people actually live on site. They have like a little apartment there. This fucking guy had one of those. Chris goes to the door and he's like, dude, there's like some really scary shit going on in there. I don't know what the fuck it is, but like, I'm not going back.
It's like some weird sex stuff or something.
Looking back, that's what it was. Like that, or he was like just methed out for days and had like finally gone to sleep. But like, so we go to the door and it's just like fucking just crazy noises and shit coming out of there. And I don't remember how we eventually got out of there. Oh, somebody jumped the fence, jumped the gate, and like put in the code from the outside, and it like let us out, right? Because I know the motherfuckers never woke up.
No, I think somebody showed up to like work on something or something. Somebody ended up like letting us out.
Yeah,
but yeah, they never answered the door there. It's like they were. I don't know. I don't know if they're just like having sex. The guy's like, I'm not opening the door till I'm done.
Yeah,
because you just hear like weird screaming and moaning, or he just like had kidnapped some like girls or something and had them chained up in there, and he couldn't answer the door or something. And they were just like, "Please help." I don't know.
Yeah, it was fucking terrifying at the time, though.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. That's probably the scariest thing we ever encountered. Then we moved on to our band room on Highway 80, or now Camp Bowie in Fort Worth. And, had some wild, crazy times there.
That was crazy. I think a couple people actually lived up at that. I know for a fact the guy we rented that from was like a huge meth head.
Yeah. Somebody said that you could pay him in meth for your room. You didn't have to give him money. You could just give him meth. It was funny because the rent was like $120 a month or something.
Yeah.
And we could never come up with it.
Yeah, like it was always like last second.
Like, oh shit, bed rent's due. What are we gonna do?
Yeah. It would always be like one of our parents would like write the check for it.
God damn it, again. Okay.
It was basically just a place where we just went and partied and like occasionally played instruments.
Yeah. I just remember like for how young we were, there's like a million beer bottles in there.
Yeah. It was
I'm not gonna point fingers on who those belonged to, but
it wasn't just me, but yeah, I was probably more responsible than the other two band members.
Yeah, it was a lot of like cigarette smoking underage.
Yeah, constant. Like everyone in there smokes cigarettes. Disgusting. Just
Yeah.
a disgusting room to be in.
It was the most disgusting room ever. Then we'd always like move up and get like a better band room.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, this was $20 a month more, guys. We just had to like really talk about, do we want to?
I
Can
had
we
a
handle that?
I had a band room like that all the way up till I was like moved to Austin. Like Corey McGuire and I rented a little crappy place off of Berry Street that was even scummier than like the one on Highway 80. I'm sure people have been murdered there since.
I remember we had a Coke machine, which was perfect for because we didn't have like a fridge in there or anything. Coke machine, you got thirsty, you went and bought a Coke. Then these assholes from this band called Pimpadelic shot it one night. And so the fucking Coke machine just had a big old, like, big ass bullet hole in the middle, and then we lost Coke machine privileges because of those motherfuckers.
I forgot that like they used to practice up there. The big rumor was like they had signed $1 million record contract.
They got signed.
Yeah. It was like whoever the fuck gave them $1 million. But they would drive up there like in their it would be like
The caddy.
it would be like like hardcore Snoop Dogg caddies, like a caddy from like a Dr. Dre video or something.
Yeah, with just methed out nasty girls.
Yeah, they were. I never actually heard the band play. I never saw them or heard a single song that they had on the radio. Supposedly,
I heard a couple of their songs. It's just like fucking rap rock,
like Limp Bizkit or something, right?
Yeah,
That's
not as cool as Limp Bizkit. So these guys were just the douchiest scumbags. It would be kind of like they probably would have got signed to maybe like the Insane Clown Posse record label,
Yeah.
which Insane Clown Posse's played Fort Worth like next week.
Really?
I saw like a flyer for it. I was like,
Where do bands like that play when they come to Fort Worth now?
I don't even know. Our friend Big Cat Floyd was seeing Korn. Like Korn still was touring, and I think Insane Clown Posse's playing where they play, but I never even heard of the play. It's like Southside Ballroom or something.
Yeah.
There's a couple of like kind of metal venues over by where we used to have band practice that a lot of like metal acts play at. But I mean, I never fucking go there.
Yeah, fuck that. It's just definitely some like crappy bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about going and seeing some live music tonight, actually.
Who is it? Holy moly.
The lead singer's doing like an acoustic, like interactive set. At a Magnolia Motor Lounge.
Yeah.
So, which is actually like a really cool venue, really cool place. It's right over there by Rodeo Goat.
Is that like the one band that actually gets you out of the house to go see or like go to a bar?
Yeah. Well, I mean, their shows at the Aardvark were just legendary and fucking awesome. Like I went to a few there that were it's just a lot of fun, and I'd see a lot of people I knew.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other bands that would get me. I've gone and seen like Quaker City Nighthawks, another popular Fort Worth band. They made it to the Sons of Anarchy like soundtracks.
Yeah, that was like a big deal. Doesn't like somebody that we went to high school with, isn't she like married to or lives with somebody that's in the Quaker City Nighthawks?
I know who you're talking about. Now I think she's just good for her husband's like real good friends with the band.
Oh.
She'll like have pictures of them like at the house and stuff. But other bands that can get me out of the house, there's not much.
Yeah. I keep hearing advertisements here for the Fun Fest in Austin, and the lineup is like so badass. But I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm driving.
Who's playing this year?
No Effects is like the big headliner.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of other bands I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's the one. It's like a lot of like Fat Record style bands. Like I'm sure probably fucking Strung Out's there. They're so old. Have you seen like what they look like?
Yes, yes, they are fucking old as fuck. All those Fat Records bands are. Because they were like 30 when we were listening to that shit. So now they're like fucking pushing 50.
Yeah.
It's looking a little rough. But yeah, so happy Halloween, guys. Hopefully nobody gets poison candy, razor blades in their apples or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm gonna take my kid trick-or-treating or not this year. I mean,
that's a lot of good candy you're missing out on.
Yeah, it's a fucking lot of candy he's gonna eat and get fucking psycho about. He just gets so fucking crazy about candy, as every 2-year-old kid does.
Oh god. Yeah. Candy's pretty awesome until You start taking to the dentist.
Yeah.
And there's like, quit giving him candy. That's just all it does is rot your teeth. Oh, fuck. But yeah, so kind of a slow week this week. Not much to talk about. You caught Saturday Night Live, right? Or you just caught the Larry David?
I watched just the Larry David stuff. Yeah.
Okay, well that's all you need to see. Tracy Morgan made his return. Kind of disappointing. He did Astronaut Jones, Brian Fellows,
Yeah.
all that shit, and it was funny. It was cool to see Tracy back. Alec Baldwin did Jim Webb,
Yeah.
which was fucking hilarious.
I'm not getting enough time here.
Yeah.
I need time.
I pass.
Yeah.
And then the one everyone's talking about, Larry David did Bernie Sanders, and then come to find out they have the exact same voice. We just didn't realize it. Somebody was just like, man, this Bernie Sanders sounds exactly like Larry David. Look, let's just basically stick Larry David out there and have him be Bernie Sanders. I'm hoping this is a recurring role.
It's got to be. We talked about it a little bit, and I think it's probably going to be like how Tina Fey was, like the season or a couple seasons after she left Saturday Night Live. She came back and did the Palin stuff. People probably don't remember that she wasn't on the show when she was doing that. They probably think she was still a cast member, but actually she was on to 30 Rock, like executive producing and writing all that shit. So I don't think Larry David really has anything else going on. I know he does a lot of shit on Broadway now. So he
has nothing going on.
Yeah.
He just is rolling around in his money.
God damn, he's had so much success. It's insane.
Yeah, he's definitely very well off. They were talking about this Louisville prostitution scandal on the radio, and they brought up the episode where Larry, I guess, picks up a prostitute. She's like offering him a blowjob for $500. Like, you know what they should call you? That's too much. Or she's like, no, they call me Red Snapper. And he's like, that's too much. Why would you pay that much for the blowjob?
I think he picks her up because he wants to drive like an HOV lane or something.
Yeah. And they were playing a clip for that episode. There's like, oh. But yeah, which a friend of the show, Carson Collins, brought up, why didn't we just stream this fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm? We're just like, God damn, good idea.
Yeah, anyone who doesn't know, we do a segment called Stream With Us. We put, very stupidly, we put it to the listeners, and they chose for us to watch fucking Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Which is a goddamn struggle to get through.
Let's just jump into that.
Yeah.
It's fucking our segment, our Stream With Us segment. We're watching Gilmore Girls. We have talked about episodes 1 through 6 so far. This week was 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Now, episode 7 of the Gilmore Girls. Gotta refresh my memory.
Fuck, which one was 7? 7 was the one like without the grandparents in it.
Right. Oh, okay.
It's the grocery store kiss.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Rory gets her first kiss. It's a pretty lame kiss from Dean. Dean gives her a little smooch. She's buying some molasses for some reason. And see, do you know she ends up stealing the molasses?
Yeah, she steals it.
I wish she had gone to jail for that. That would have made the show, that episode, interesting. But so basically, she gets a little smooch from Dean. It's pretty weak, but it's her first smooch. She's kind of like, she doesn't know what to think. She tells her her token Asian friend, the token minority of the show, she tells her about it, and her mom just kind of lets it slip to Lorelai Gilmore. Their daughter's just like out, like fucking making out in the grocery stores and shit, and being a little whore.
Yeah, and that Asian mom character's like,
oh, the accent I kind of find racist.
Kind of racist. It's full on.
Your
racist.
daughter, she kissing store.
Yeah.
Be like egg roll. It's like, oh my god, stop. Like,
yeah.
Asian people don't even talk like that.
And she's just like talking so much shit to Lorelai.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a fucking horrible parent because your daughter got kissed in the grocery store, basically.
Yeah. And I found out they're Korean.
Okay.
They dropped that. I was kind of wondering what Asian descent they were, and it was announced Korean.
Is the daughter's name Lane or is it Ling?
I thought it was Lane.
Lane.
It could be Ling though.
Yeah, I was curious if they gave her, like, on top of like all the racist stereotypes, just a really like horrible Asian name.
It's shocking that their characters don't own like the town donut store
Yeah.
or something. They
Yeah.
own like an antique shop.
Like a furniture restoration or some shit.
It's just this junky old shop where they sell like shit.
And that's supposed to be like a funny joke in the fucking show too. Like you can't find your way around the house.
You can't find her in there. There's like, where are you at? She's like, oh, over here.
Yeah. Which, and the daughter's always like desperately searching for candy, like sneaking candy and shit.
Yes. And so basically what happens, Lorelai finds out, Rory's like, yeah, I got a little smooch. I like this kid. Well, they run into Lorelai wants to check out this teenager's butt and like get his like see how he looks. So she goes to the grocery store with Rory and they kind of check him out. She's like, ooh, good work. And she's just like, oh, hey, you want to come over to watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? And the guy's just like, yeah. Well, they're talking about it. He like busts out some movie knowledge because there's the chick that they're talking to originally. She's like, oh, y'all are watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? That's with Gene Hackman. He's like, no, Gene Wilder. Lorelai's like,
yeah,
you just won me over. Your vast movie knowledge.
Yeah.
And then they're like, God damn it. And then they're just talking all kinds of shit. Anyways, they go watch the movie. Lorelai's like, gives the old "you don't hurt her" speech to him when Rory goes to take a piss or shit.
You don't hurt her. You're 15 years old or what? We still don't know exactly like how old they are, right?
Right. Yeah. We haven't pinpointed the age. We kind of think she has to be like 16 or 17.
She drove a car in one episode.
She might have a hardship license.
Possibly because that's exactly the same scenario that I had when I was 15. I went to a private school and I got a hardship license.
Yeah, so that could explain that, but she's 16 at the latest.
Yeah.
But so yeah, they're doing that shit, watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. All goes well. Sookie St. James is just fucking bumbling around trying to fuck shit up.
Is Sookie St. James gonna be in the reboot?
That's like probably the one name they're just like, we gotta get Sookie on for this.
Because the only names I've seen that are definitely attached are Lorelai and Rory.
Right. That's all you need.
The parents, we still don't know. Like, they may not even survive. They literally might not actually be alive. So they might actually be dead in real life.
Yeah.
So that was episode 7. That was like, I would say the worst episode yet. That was the one I had to stop watching and come back and like I would stream for like 15 minutes and be like, okay, I gotta take a break.
Yeah.
Go do stuff, come back, watch 50. It took me like about 4 or 5 hours to get through the whole fucking 45-minute episode.
I felt 7 went by all right. It was 8 that got me where this town snowstorm happens.
Yeah.
So basically the snowstorm comes, Rory's kind of stuck at the grandparents' house. But before she gets stuck over there, her and her boyfriend, she lets him borrow a Jane Austen book, and he like has to read it.
And she has to read like a Hunter S. Thompson book.
He's like, all right, man, but you got to read Hunter Thompson. It's like, Dean is not like this intellectual and cool. Like, quit trying to.
Well, like
to make Dean cool.
He kind of has like, I guess, long hair. He has the exact same haircut that you and I both had in 8th grade.
In the year 2000, we were probably rocking a similar.
Not in the year 2000.
You think I had a pink mohawk at that time.
But yeah, it's like he's kind of like the mysterious dark.
Yeah,
goes to like public school. There was no appearance by the private school dude from the OC. Not the OC. Fucking
One Tree Hill.
The OC every week.
Yeah, One Tree Hill. That guy. He's him and that chick Paris. They didn't get on these last 2 episodes.
No. Oh no. Was she? No. Yeah. Right. That was episode 6. That was last week. So episode 8 comes along. Snowstorm. Lorelai's finally like about to get some booty.
Yes, she's gonna get some dick. She clearly just needs some dick, and it would make everything all right. She's drinking way too much coffee. She hasn't figured out that she just needs to bone the coffee shop guy.
The coffee shop guy saw her like on a walk.
Yes. Okay. Another side story going on is they're doing a Revolutionary War reenactment. Coffee shop guy is like pissed off about it.
No sense.
The guy in charge of it though is Pappy Pass the Biscuits O'Daniel from Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
It's also the Big Lebowski from
the
Big Lebowski.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so he's on the show now. That I was like,
He's
yes,
he's the mayor.
yeah,
He's like he's been the mayor for like 15 years or something.
yeah. So he's on there, pretty much. So they're gonna do this Revolutionary War reenactment, but apparently in Stars Hollow, like what really happened was they were just waiting for the Revolutionary War. It just never came to them, and so it's just they just like stood there throughout the whole thing. So coffee shop owner dude is just like, why are we reenacting this? This is an embarrassment to our town.
And apparently his dad was like a big reenactor.
Yeah, they're like, your dad would be ashamed of you. He was a reenactor.
Yeah.
Like that's what people in Stars Hollow do when they get old, is they reenact like the Revolutionary War.
Or the one scene where like they're waiting for the redcoats and they never arrive.
Right, exactly.
It's supposed to be funny. It's not funny. It's fucking. I can't even imagine that. Even I guess the target audience, which is like 11, 12-year-old girls, they're not fucking thinking that's funny, right?
I think the target audience is a little older than that. You wouldn't think so with characters like Sookie St. James, but shit, I don't know. There's just a lot of sexual undertones too, I think.
There was a lot of sex stuff in the Snow episode.
Yeah, Lorelai's needing to get laid.
She's like really like biting on a fucking towel, just like, oh, I just want to fuck this guy so bad. But
yeah,
Lane is like in the house.
Yeah, the teacher, he's in Stars Hollow. I guess he was there for some booty or something. Or
he's like going back to Stanford. I guess he doesn't work at the fucking school anymore, or does he?
I think he does still.
Why is he going to Stanford then? Is he like a guest lecturer there or something?
I don't fucking know. They didn't really explain. Like I thought he was just creeping on Lorelai in town. That's why he was there.
And his car broke down.
Yeah, and in this massive snowstorm that comes for one day. And so he has to like go back to her house, and they start making out. He's about to just fucking lay it on her.
Yeah,
just it's gonna get rough.
Like they're like so jonesing to get laid. They're doing the makeout scene where like which has never happened to anyone in real life.
Where you can't make it up the stairs, like, just ripping off clothes.
Like they probably would have boned right there on the stairs.
Yeah.
They're like running, knocking pictures off the wall, and fucking. Everyone's seen that. And
yeah.
Every bad romantic comedy. But yeah, so that's going on. Another side story is that Rory is snowed in at the grandparents' house.
Right.
Their cook, they're like, they don't know how to cook. Like this,
they don't even know what a cookie sheet is.
The rich, they can't even find a cookie sheet in their own kitchen.
Yeah.
Not only do they not know it in, that they're just like, we can't even find dishes. It's how like rich of a stupid stereotype it is. So Rory somehow finds a frozen pizza. Why the fuck they have that in their house? I don't know.
Yeah.
She cooks it. They're just like, what is this mysterious round meal with cheese on it that you've cooked? We've never like seen something like it's fucking so ridiculous. They eat the pizza and she's like, eat it. I promise. Like, you'll like it. You put this Parmesan cheese on there. They're like, Parmesan cheese. What is this like creation that you have? And they fucking eat it. And they're like, this is like good pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, God damn it.
It's clearly like a DiGiorno.
Yeah. It's like a straight up frozen pizza that she pulls out.
Yeah, that was odd. And
they're so rich, they've literally never heard of pizza, like peasant food.
Yeah, exactly. So the storm passes, and Rory makes it home to see her mom's been whoring around with her teacher.
And they didn't even get to bang.
No, they didn't even get to bang. Like we said, Lane just happened to be like at their house for some reason. This whole town is just like a 3-block radius. I don't know why she didn't take her ass home. I think she was like waiting for Rory or something. And like Rory's like starting to be a bad friend to her because Rory just has dick on the mind too.
Yeah.
And so
she's just like reading Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's gonna start doing drugs or something.
She has to. Yeah, she has to like huff some ether with Dean. They just start fucking like driving around to strug the fuck out. I hope that's where this goes, but yeah, it's not looking good for episodes 9 and 10.
God, we have so many more weeks of this show. Do you think there are any listeners that are still keeping up?
I kind of at this point want to abandon it.
We can't though.
Yeah, we have to at least make it through season 1.
I feel like
we're just gonna do that for every like stream with us season. We're just gonna jump off the fucking bandwagon on that.
Yeah, and I also just like want you like threw this out there, so I feel like you need to fucking take your medicine and like watch the whole season 1 because you fucking should have known better.
Well, okay, this brings us to a point. Netflix is fucking reviving this show.
Yeah.
they ordered 4 90-minute episodes because apparently shit went down in the 7th season. Like the show creator left. It didn't end how they wanted it to.
Makes me kind of want to wish that we would have started streaming season 7, just because it's such a huge disaster.
I think we could have really caught on the storyline quick. I think you could pick up the show. You don't have to start from the beginning.
Well, literally every single episode is exactly the same. I don't think anything's going to change. I think every episode is going to be like Rory's growing up, her and Lorelai are growing apart. The fucking rich people are getting like introduced to blue collar life.
Yeah,
and like,
everybody wants dick.
Yeah, like Lorelai's like, oh god, I forgot to talk about the part where she's talking about where she's not wearing any panties, like the whole.
Oh god, yeah.
I was like, damn, this is like really getting raunchy.
Yeah,
but yeah, so Netflix is reviving it. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. It's coming back to Netflix. There's like a big like panel at the Comic-Con in Austin, a Gilmore Girls like panel, and they like they talked about a bunch of shit from the show, and they were also like, yeah, we'd be on if they pick it up. And then like 2 weeks later, it's just announced like, yes, Netflix is picking it up. We don't have Sookie St. Jane's confirmation though. Melissa McCarthy is, I guess she probably has other shit to do.
I kind of think that like the Asian girl, like they're making her to look real nerdy, but I was kind of noticing like in this last episode, like when she's like old, she's probably like really attractive now.
Yeah. I would assume.
I don't know what, do you know anything about what that Rory chick is doing now? Have you seen her anything? Is she like in the fucking Twilight movies or anything?
And I don't know. I don't know what she's done since then. I know during that like span of Gilmore Girls, she did some corny like movies like Twilight, I guess. I think she did the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants or whatever.
Yeah.
And just some other cheesy ass shit movies. But
yeah.
But yeah, so we'll just have to stream those 4 episodes.
Well, yeah, we'll stream those. I mean, sure, I bet they're gonna make it like kind of raunchy. It's not gonna be like a kids show. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, kind of like Narcos in a way. Netflix is gonna think of that. I started watching Narcos.
I watched the whole season of that, and that's hard to watch. It's a great story. I wish somebody would have fucking done it besides Netflix, though.
Do you feel that Narcos? I think it would be better if it's just about Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the point. I'm in episode 4.
Yeah.
I don't understand the point of the white DEA character.
It's just, that's the guy who like wrote the book that it's based on, I think.
Oh, really?
But I 100% agree that they should have not told it from his perspective because
the Pablo Escobar shit's interesting.
Yeah. I like that they did it like all in Spanish and shit. Like that's cool. But yeah, the story's insane. Like you don't even, I mean, probably the story about like when he goes to prison and he builds his own fucking prison.
Yeah.
Like he like negotiates with the Colombian government that like he'll turn himself in, he'll come back because he's murdered like all these politicians. This is fucking crazy. Like the craziest story ever, but he gets to build his own prison and like no military and no police are allowed to come within 2 miles of it. It's like the deal he does with the government. So the military set up like 2 miles away and they check all the trucks and stuff coming in. It's him and his whole gang of people are just like living in this prison. It's like they have strippers all over it's just exactly like what you would expect. But then he's like still just like murdering people in the prison. So eventually they're like, okay, you've broken the deal. And that's like when he goes on the run and everything.
Well, interesting.
But when it gets to that stuff, it's much better because it doesn't hit on as much of the white DEA agent. I mean, it's kind of like showing his transition to like how he goes from he's by the book and everything's he's not like dirty. Like all the Colombian police are already like, you don't understand. Like you got to get dirty to get down with Pablo Escobar. And he's trying to like do it clean. But then eventually like he gets
every gangster story ever made.
Yes. For the
I'm trying to, they like want to go clean,
but then like their family gets threatened or something. Yeah. And they're like, that's it.
Yeah. I just watched the episode where like somebody's family member got kidnapped or something.
Yeah.
And by the communists. And then it's just interesting that whole thing's going on during the time of like Pinochet and that crazy motherfucker.
It's just everything like in South America at that time was really fucked up.
Yeah. It was, but
I mean, Pablo Escobar was almost like the president.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like that close. But yeah, another fucking crazy story that's going on is Empire.
Empire, Jesus Christ. Okay.
They really focused on the crazy son in this week's
There's a
episode.
lot of Andre in this episode. Lucius has just been treating him like shit. He's just been like, you got to do something just so like over the top to earn your way back into like my trust and earn your way back into Empire.
Yeah,
Little does he know that Andre like killed the dude that
was like the second in command.
that was gonna the only guy that could put Lucius away. Andre has like killed that guy
Because he knew about the Bunky murder, right? That's what he was going to testify about, was the Bunky murder,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So Andre and his wife killed that dude and like hid the body. And now Andre is just like, he's like so crazy that he's like getting like weird, crazy religious too. Like
Yeah.
God's like telling him to do shit.
He's off his meds.
It's the funniest part. Okay, they go to like Andre goes to dig up the body. Lucius has put like a tracking device on his car. Him and his lawyer.
It's like a main character now.
Yeah.
Bubs.
Bubs from The Wire. And then Bubs also has this machine that can just like, he scans it over the ground that can find bodies.
That's what I did. What did he call it?
The body like finding device or something. It was something so stupid.
It's like a pogo stick that he just like runs over the ground and it like determines where the dead bodies are.
There's where that body is. And Lucius is like, son, you saved my life. You're an Empire.
Yeah.
So they dig up the body, and Andre's like, "Can we say something?" Like, and he says some like last words. He's like, "You were like a father to me. You like guided me. I'm like sorry this happened, and all this." And then Lucius like, "Okay, let me. I want to say like one last thing to him." He's like, "You rot to hell, you piece of shit." You know, this
You
like
dirty snitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've read articles too about they're just like Empire's like getting way out of control on like just adding to the culture of like if you tell on somebody for doing something wrong, you're a snitch, and that's a bad thing. But that we'll save that conversation for a later episode.
Yeah.
But Empire, it's gotten better. It's definitely like I wouldn't say they're great episodes, but
it's not so over the top. Like it's getting back to where Cookie is like possibly snitching now. What did she snitch about? That's what I wasn't sure about.
She didn't snitch. She like lied to get him to shut down get him to stop Lucius from buying every radio station in New York.
Oh yeah, so they're like killing the SEC is like killing the deal.
Yeah, she's like, I think somehow this was involved in that deal, and the prosecutor, big titty, old faced prosecutor's like, okay, we're gonna shut down that deal based on like what you just told us. Thank you. So Cookie gets that shut down, whatever. She's still like pushing Hakeem. Hakeem is just he's just finding Hispanic women just everywhere he turns.
Yeah.
He finds like great singing Hispanic women.
He's in a fucking like a 1920s crooner themed fucking Frank Sinatra bar.
Yeah.
For some reason, drinking like scotch out of a straw. I don't know if you noticed that part.
Yeah. Yeah, Hakeem, he plays by his own rules. Whatever, Hakeem. So I mean, the storyline really isn't progressing much. Next week it's gonna be like there's a lot of like church stuff. Andre's like going to get saved. I saw that.
Oh god, so he's gonna get kicked out of the fucking Empire again, probably.
Well, I like it because Lucius is like real mean to him about his religion. Like any other show wouldn't do that. They just be like, whoa. And Lucius, he just mocks him for his like, loving God. And Lucius even believes in God. He's just like, I'm the devil. Like I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I like that aspect.
Yeah, yeah. Did they do a scene where he was like fully nude?
Yeah.
Where the prosecutor comes in and he's just like hanging out with his micro penis out, but they're making it like that's probably the best acting of his career, pretending like he has a big dong hanging out.
Yeah, you see everybody likes to start laughing. There's like, what? Oh my god!
Yeah, because they raid his house. What are they raiding him for, though? I can't remember what they're looking for.
The FBI is just like trying to shut down Empire. They never really explained what they were trying to shut him down for.
Yeah, but the lawyer's like living at his house now. Bubs is like sleeping in his house.
Yeah, just like Lucius is providing him with like, you know, women at his disposal. And
Bubs is like the new right-hand man.
Yeah. Bubs has worked his way up to being the right-hand man of Lucius.
Marissa Tomei came back. Didn't
I
think
guess
she was
she's going to be like on the show.
I didn't. I was surprised that she was back in the episode.
Her acting skills have just gotten horrible. She's awful.
Okay, she won an Academy Award for My Cousin Vinny, right?
Classic movie.
But can you honestly say that there's good acting going on in that movie?
No.
I think about how crappy the state of the movies were at that time. That was like was that Best Supporting Actress?
Yes.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy how far movies have come since like the 1990s.
Yeah. I wonder what Joe Pesci's up to.
He like refuses to act now because I know that like he
doesn't want to be typecast.
I think he's just like I've done it all.
Yeah, I'm old as fuck.
Yeah, he's so old. The last movie I saw him in was that movie that Robert De Niro directed, starring Matt Damon, where he's like a spy.
No,
during World War. It's a fucking good movie. It actually is a really good movie. But Robert De Niro like talked him into like making a cameo appearance in that because he had retired.
Yeah,
and that's the last time I think he's acted in anything.
Interesting. Well, I wish Joe Pesci would be on Empire. Another person I think will be on Empire, and I'm predicting this now, Lamar Odom. I'm calling it out. I'm saying it right now. Lamar Odom will make an appearance on Empire within the next 2 seasons. Apparently, he's made a fucking comeback in life.
Well, that's what they originally said, but I kind of thought it was weird when they were like, yeah, he's like doing much better. They just care flighted him to another hospital. I was like, they don't really care flight people that have made a recovery to another hospital. Turns out media was jumping the gun. He actually might need a kidney transplant now.
Yeah, I saw that he is probably going to need a kidney transplant. So Khloe Kardashian's kind of like sticking by his side. I don't know if she's doing that strictly for the reality show or if it's genuine love, because she's with James Harden, who that Adidas deal is the biggest endorsement in the history of fucking endorsements.
Yeah,
that James Harden just got. And why would you leave that for fucking crackhead Lamar Odom?
I mean, maybe she's actually just like a good person.
Maybe fucking Lamar Odom's just a really nice. Everybody seems to really like him. Apparently, he's just had a really tough life.
Yeah, I mean, you look at like his life, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so tough," but I mean, it's not that much tougher than probably a lot of
NBA,
other people that have been in the NBA. Yeah, but I mean, it's shitty nonetheless. Like he had like a 6-month-old baby die, like of what is it?
SIDS.
Yeah, SIDS, which is probably really, really fucked up. His mom died when he was real young, but I mean, those things aren't that out of the ordinary, I don't think.
Right. Yeah.
For a lot of people. But yeah, I'm imagine like she's like still actually like loves him, because I know she tried to make that marriage work, even though he was fucking up like everything in his life during that time.
Yeah, just doing crack.
And like ruining his career and like
going and spending $175,000 in brothel money just for the weekend. Do you see the whores he was with too? Have you seen their pictures?
I saw a couple of the pictures, but I don't know if those were actually the ones that were with him, or if those are just the ones that those are just pictures of the women who work at that place.
I think those are the actual ones, because it's like the whores that were with Lamar Odom, they're clearly just meth whores.
They're
ugly
prostitutes. There's no such thing as a prostitute
in the movie.
Have a really
you
bad
think
problem.
Celebrities could like get high end like attractive prostitutes.
Like if you're Lamar Odom, you probably don't have to get prostitutes, but prostitutes are probably the only people that are going to put up with the type of crazy drugs and shit that you're, and they can like hook you up with drugs. It's like a double thing. Like you get sex. Sex is kind of like the side, not even like the main, I guess, motivation for being in that position. It's like all the drugs and just like having people around you that aren't gonna like judge you and like tell you not to fucking do all the crazy shit that you're doing.
It's like quit smoking crack. It's like quit being a whore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, I guess you're right. I just pictured like the amount of money he dropped. I figured he'd be with some really attractive women.
Yeah, for that much money,
I would have just rather just like bought a house.
Yeah.
Fucking spend like 4 days with some meth whores, but whatever, because these were some
I mean, they're run of the mill prostitutes.
Yes, they're what a real prostitute in Nevada looks like.
Yeah, it's like a step up from like a street prostitute, but like a step down from like a high class strip club.
Right.
Like right in the middle there.
Yeah. So get well soon, Lamar. Maybe you can be playing basketball in Puerto Rico or something pretty soon.
Maybe he can go to China. I saw fucking what's his name? Oh shit. Greg Oden like dropped like a double in his first Chinese game because
He'll
he's
break a knee.
over there playing. Yeah.
That's a sad story right there.
I just loved it. Like when he was coming out to go to the draft, he talked a bunch of shit about the NBA and about basketball and about how he didn't even want to play basketball. He'd rather like do other shit. And now he's desperately like clinging on to his basketball career, fucking moving to China, the shittiest place ever. Every basketball player that goes there is like fucking worst experience of my life.
Yeah.
The only people that love China are people like Kobe that like make millions and millions of dollars off endorsements and shit from there.
Kobe makes so much Chinese money.
Yeah.
Marbury, when he went over there, he was like the pioneer of like how to do it right in China. He went over there and made some money.
Yeah. He also
think he had
sells
blew
his
all
sneakers for $20.
Yeah. I think he blew all his American money and went like had to remake it all in China.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the Lamar Odom story. Pretty sad.
Yeah.
But we went and saw some movies this week. Kind of want to go over real quick. You went and saw The Walk.
Yes.
With, fucking kid from what is it?
The French guy that comes over and walks the wire. It's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Starring as a French guy. The first about 30 minutes of the movie are kind of we talked about this on here. That's like the accent that he's doing.
Is he like, oh, oui.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like, and they keep making excuses for it to be in English. Like he's just like, I have to practice my English because I'm going to America. Because like, and that's how they get all the people like when he's still in France to speak English for the movie. So it's like profitable here. But that was kind of like a lame part of it. But in the theater, me and my wife are the only fucking two people in the whole theater. Why they're even showing that movie at the Crowley Theater, I don't know. Probably the only two people that have seen it in that theater, period.
You saw it in 3D, right?
No.
God damn it. That's all.
Dude, you do not. I would not want to see that movie in 3D.
Really?
I don't like movies in 3D.
I don't either. But that one, it's supposed to be like an experience.
You don't need to. Just seeing the movie in the theater, period, is an experience, dude. It's fucking. I was sweating about 30 minutes in because he does all kinds of other crazy shit. He didn't just walk from World Trade Center to World Trade Center Tower. He also did a bunch of other crazy shit, like in preparation for that. But yeah, it's just like the scariest movie you could imagine. It's like going to the Omni Theater or to like, I don't know what the equivalent of. It's kind of would be like an IMAX or something.
Yeah, I went to the Omni to see Batman, and our friend Big Cat Floyd went, and he like freaked out. I didn't go with him, but my wife and kid actually freaked out and left the Batman movie at the Omni, which makes me want to see this movie at the fucking Omni.
I would be surprised if they don't show it there. I mean, it would be crazy to see it there. You can't keep your eyes open the last 30 minutes for more than about 30 seconds at a time. Like you have to just look away and close your eyes. It's impossible to just actually focus on it. But it was fucking great. And then, but you went and saw something.
Okay, I had to take my kid to see the Goosebumps movie. Everybody's probably read a Goosebumps book when you're a kid by R.L. Stine.
Yeah.
Well, this movie is about R.L. Stine is living in some small town, and apparently all the books that he's written are like locked away because if he opens up the manuscripts of these books, then they come to life.
Yeah.
And the neighbor kid of his who just like moved into town, he basically, anyways, I don't want to get into the movie. Nobody gives a fuck. Basically, all his characters come to life and they have to defeat them, and it's pretty stupid. I mean, my kid liked it, so it was a decent time. But there's this character in the movie, it's this dummy called Slappy. It's like this little mannequin that comes to life. Not mannequin, little puppet that comes to life. And he's kind of like the lead villain. He's like, I'm going to get you, Stein.
Yeah.
And so it was me, my wife, and my kid were the only ones in the theater, other than these two, I would say just weird people. I'm trying to think of a nice way to put it. I don't know what was going on mentally there. I don't want to make fun of them too much, but
yeah.
So they were there in the back, and they were just they're talking really loud. They were both sitting in like the handicap seats. There's like one handicap seat, and it's meant for like a person to sit there, and then I guess you pull the wheelchair next to it.
Yeah.
Well, they were in there, so they're like real spread out in the very back aisle, and they were both sitting in like one's real far away, and they're kind of talking loud to each other. I was like, okay, that's all right. So the movie ends, and I go to the bathroom. I didn't see this dude, but apparently he had gone to the bathroom too, and he was taking a Duke. He's dropping a Dookie, popcorn, Twizzlers, Dookie, whatever. And so I go in there to piss. I think I'm the only one in there, and I just hear, "Bring me Stein." It does the fucking slappy like voice, and I'm just like, I have my penis in my hand. I'm just like, just jumping around, fucking like, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm just like piss all over the place. And this guy's just like doing voices from the movie while this is as loud as he can while he's on the shitter. It's like one of the scariest moments of my life. I was terrified. But I made it out alive, luckily. It was kind of a scary experience.
You could have told that one straight
Yeah,
after the Halloween story.
Yeah, that's a little bonus story for the Halloween Chance of Nabe Spooktacular. But yeah, it was pretty weird. Other movie news, that the Star Wars trailer dropped. You saw it?
I saw it.
You don't really get into Star Wars.
I saw every Star Wars movie the Thursday night midnight showing last time. I've seen every Star Wars movie, even the new crappy ones, at least 5 times each.
Oh, okay. Well, then you do get in Star Wars.
I don't read the books and shit. But...
No, those aren't even associated.
Yeah,
those aren't real.
Yeah.
Yes, trailer looked pretty good. It kind of gave me goosebumps when I saw Han Solo. I was like,
I didn't realize he was going to have like that big of a... I thought it was going to be a little cameo.
That's what I thought. I didn't know they were actually like actual characters in this movie.
Yeah.
So in the trailer, she's like, are the stories true? And he's like, all of them. They're all true.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yes.
This looks really good.
Yes. I think this is going to be a good one. So they went and they put up tickets for sale right after they dropped the trailer.
Yeah.
And it crashed every fucking website.
Yeah.
It crashed Fandango. It crashed the goddamn Cinemark movie website. It just crashed everything. So
yeah,
if you're planning on seeing it opening day, just plan on not seeing it,
or plan on like scalping fucking tickets on like StubHub or some shit.
Yeah, get the bootleg or whatever you're gonna do. But yeah, that's gonna be a fucking great one. I'm gonna see over like the little Christmas break. That the fucking Tarantino movie. So many good movies.
Yeah, there's Christmas. A shitload of good ones coming out. I think the Tarantino one's actually probably gonna be. I'm more looking forward to that than the Star Wars one. Just because a Tarantino movie, they don't come along that. I don't think he's gonna make that many more movies.
Oh yeah. I see like probably 2 or 3 more coming from him
because he said he was gonna retire after he made 10 movies or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. He's full of shit though. Who knows? A funny Star Wars story I do want to tell. I just thought of this for some reason. When I went and saw The Phantom Menace when that came out, that was the big deal because that's the first one that after the original 3 when they were like, all right, we're gonna make the prequels.
Yeah.
So Phantom Menace comes out. It's a big turd, the worst one of them all. Had that little goofy dumb shit kid who's like got into like drugs now.
I saw he just got like arrested on a high-speed chase or something.
Yeah, he's probably just blowing all the Star Wars money. Ooh, Chris. But but I remember I had tickets for like the 3:00 show, and so the second show of that day, not even the midnight showing, but just the second show of that day. And I remember I walked in and our friend Preston Butler was coming out of the theater, and he was like just dressed like fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi and had like a fake lightsaber. He's like, "Oh man, it's great, woo!" I was like, "Oh man!" So it made me think of that. I bet people are gonna be dressing up, having lightsabers, like a motherfucker.
Oh god, I'm predicting like at least 5 nationwide shootings on opening night at the theaters. I'm just like, I'm not like going to that fucking movie opening night.
Yeah. Well, now that you put it that way, that's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
But shit, other things in entertainment. Today is Back to the Future Day. Kind of want to just point that out. So yeah, this big disappointment if you watch the movie, and this is how life is 30 years from now. Nothing, no hoverboards, no cool looking Pepsis, no fucking DeLoreans popping out of the sky.
I'm surprised Pepsi is even still around as a product because it's
what
fucking shittiest, nastiest piss water ever made. You like get down on Pepsi though, don't you?
I love Diet Pepsi.
Oh my
It's my
God.
favorite drink of all time. I don't know why I love Diet Pepsi. It's delicious.
You used to like claim you're going to bring back Crystal Pepsi and like that's how you're going to make your first $1 million.
I hear it is coming back, but my whole ad campaign was it's going to be like, it's going to be Bo Jackson, and he's just like, he's just going to be like, I'm back, and everybody's like, back? What? What's Bo doing? And he's just like, the big reveal would be, it's like, he's like, I'm back with Crystal Pepsi, and it's like, oh, and then Van Halen was going to jump in and be like, right now, hey,
That was Van Hagar though.
yeah, that was Van Hagar. Yeah, and I guarantee you, Sammy Hagar would do that commercial for $5,000.
Oh fuck yes, yeah.
Or just like he'll just be wearing his fucking like tequila brand,
Cabo tequila,
Cabo Wabo tequila, which is delicious tequila, by the way.
Never had it, I don't think.
Carson Collins showed up with a bottle of it at some place I was at one time. We drank some shots, and I was like, "This is really like smooth, delicious tequila." Yeah, it's pretty expensive though. Old Hagar is fucking proud of that tequila.
Yeah.
But yeah, Back to the Future Day and the goddamn Cubs prediction. Cubs are down 3-0, so that Back to the Future 2 said 2015 the Cubs would win the World Series.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
They're down 3-0. That shit's over. It's gonna be a Royals Mets World Series.
The lowest rated World Series.
Nobody gives a fuck. This is just the worst thing ever for Major League Baseball. It's basically like in the NBA when the Spurs make it to the finals and there's like, fuck, there goes millions of dollars.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck about small market teams.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing that the Mets are considered a small market team, but a lot of like fucking Yankees fans are going to be like jumping on the Mets bandwagon this year, but New York fucking people. But
I mean, I don't give a fuck about this World Series, so I'm just ready for basketball season.
It's like coming up really soon.
Yeah, it's like next week. Fucking Darren Williams out for the preseason.
Yeah.
It's like hamstring issues. It's like, oh, great. A lingering injury already. You see, Cuban came out, was like, we got like the fucking best.
Yeah.
Line up.
He says that every year, though. Every year he's like, I think our starting five can compete with any starting five. It's like, yes, probably. But it's once the starting five go on the bench, that's the problem with every NBA team.
Yeah, exactly. Any football notes from the week? You got anything going there?
I mean, fucking Peyton Manning looks fucking horrible. I think he threw 3 picks this week. They still fucking won. Their defense, I like text you. I was like, oh, one of the all-time great defenses. Then they gave up like 20 points, but
to Cleveland.
Yeah. But their defense, you have to give them credit that the fact they're on the fucking field like the whole game, because Denver cannot move the ball down the field.
Oh, they can't. They're horrible. It's the Patriots are gonna run over all those teams. That the AFC is horrible this year. It's just like I mean, the Steelers have the fucking
Pittsburgh is like
third string quarterback now.
They're gonna still. I mean, Roethlisberger's coming back, right?
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 more weeks, probably.
Sooner than that, I think. I think it was like a 5-week injury.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And yeah, so they said, I'm pretty sure Vic is like done. He fucking sucks balls. Like his career is over. I don't even see why the fuck they even signed him in the first place.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, but I think when Roethlisberger comes back, Pittsburgh's gonna have a shot. Those are like the 3 teams in the AFC that have a legitimate shot: the Patriots, Pittsburgh, then Denver. I'd say
if Pittsburgh gets healthy, they can do something in the playoffs. But other than that, it's the Patriots. Fuck Indianapolis with their weak ass punt. Like,
oh my god,
the worst play in the history of the NFL.
That was just the craziest thing. So apparently he was supposed to snap it to somebody else. He wasn't supposed to snap it to that guy. Did you
right?
See that was the explanation, and it was like normally that's not the guy who is their center. I don't know if they have a different special team center or long snapper. A lot of times they have. I'm not fucking sure who the fucking offensive lineman for the Indianapolis Colts are. My NFL knowledge doesn't go that deep, but that you have to fucking look up that play if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, you obviously don't watch football. So
you don't watch ESPN.
Yeah, but
it was crazy. I'm in first place in the Chance and Nabe Fantasy Football League.
My team is. I'm struggling to stay out of last place right now. I've only won 2 games.
Yeah.
Thank God for Jared White.
Yeah. Your division's we did the Nabe division and the Chance division.
Yeah.
The Chance division's awful. It's every team sucks. Mine has like all the good people in it.
I should win this week because I'm playing De La Rue.
Oh, okay, yeah, you got this. I mean, you're still in it though.
I still could make the playoffs, yeah. But
Yeah,
but there's no way I'm gonna fucking like win the league.
No,
Like that's just not gonna happen. So I don't even care if I make the playoffs at this point.
we just got to keep Carson Collins out of the playoffs because his team just got like really good after he just like got his ass kicked the first 2 weeks.
We need you to like win so we don't have to like actually buy the trophy and fucking make it and give it to somebody else. We can like put it off till next season if you win.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I already know what trophy. There's some big like penis trophies at the sex store. I'm just gonna buy one. That's gonna be the trophy. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Get a dick trophy. Probably gonna go to Carson because it seems scoring like a ridiculous amount of points every week. Even that he is actually faced with like the problem of I have people on my bench that are good. Like, which good person do I put in? Where like I think the rest of us are just like, I need someone that's just going to score like 2 points. I just can't get a 0 for that position.
Like my flex position is just I'm rotating a lot of people who get 1 point.
Yeah,
in and out of it.
Yeah, bye weeks and like injuries just start going down. It gets rough about this time of year for fantasy football.
Yeah.
But, what the fuck?
But yeah, so NFL, Matt Castle comes in for the Cowboys this week. I'm really looking forward to that game, as I think everyone is.
I don't know if I'm looking forward to not seeing Brandon Whedon.
Just looking forward to see if it's going to be anything that goes beyond 5 yards downfield.
Yeah, just win one fucking game.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That Eagles-Giants game was fucking crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, Romo comes back.
Oh, they could easily win the division if that's the case.
Because you're going to get Romo and Dez about the same time. It's the team's so much better with goddamn Romo and Dez.
They're flat out. Yeah, and Dez might come back this week. So that gives them the edge on every other team in the fucking NFC East.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else in NFL news? Any sports news? You got any tennis talk?
No, like lingering
golf
marginal sports talk this week. No.
We got any bowling league news?
We need to start the Chance and Nabe bowling league.
I'll do it in a heartbeat. We get Nick Gleason in charge of it. That fool is a straight like he is actually. He's like, oh yeah, I just play a 10-pin no tap. I'm like,
what the fuck is?
I don't know. I just looks. He just like has his own ball. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, you're serious.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
10-pin no tap.
I want to go like watch him play because he's apparently like pretty good at bowling.
Yeah,
he's just a dude you would look at and be like, that dude's in a bowling league.
Yeah, I could see that. We really should actually consider doing that. Like when there's like not good sports talk. Like when the fantasy league is like over and football season's over, maybe we'll do something like that. Just so people can get involved. Probably not, but
we'll see. If we could get at least like 6 people in a Chance and Nabe show bowling league, I think that would be pretty fun.
I think we could pull that off. Yeah.
I mean, that's like clearly our destiny is to join a bowling league in our lives.
Yeah.
I know for me at least. I know my grandpa was was a hardcore like bowler.
Both my parents were in a bowling league. I grew up like
what?
Yeah, I grew up like with my parents were in a bowling league with the fucking assistant principal at Deer Creek Elementary. So she was always on my ass. Like they knew her like really well, Miss Bance.
She throw a good ball there? Or?
I don't remember. I had to stay in the fucking. That's back when the bowling, like you just take your kids, it'd be like 1,000 people smoking cigarettes in there, and like drinking, and eating like crappy French fries and shit.
Oh, bowling alley food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little rough. But yeah, I'm definitely down for a Chance and Nabe show bowling league. We should do that.
Yeah. Let us know if you're interested in that. Check us out on Twitter at Chance and Nabe if you're in the DFW area. So yeah, nobody fucking tuned. Literally, not a single person tuned in to watch the live stream.
So many people did like last week.
It was like 18 people or something last week. This week, not a single person on there watching. So
do we like have it on? Or?
Yeah, it fucking better be on. Yeah,
man,
it says recording. Ooh, now I got a crack there.
Woo!
Should have stopped while I was ahead. Yeah, check us out on Twitter at Chance and Nabe. Check out AM Podcast Network at AM Podcast Net. Big shout out on Mulholland.
Yeah.
Apparently something bad happened and
Something was going down the Philippines or something with a hurricane, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, I know he has like a lot of like in-laws and shit over there, so I hope everybody's okay with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the Halloween art and all that good stuff, Adam.
Yeah. Check out my other podcast on Twitter at Podcast Marriage. Check out old BBQ Thug.
Yeah, at BBQ Thug. Thinking about doing a little barbecuing this week. And by barbecuing, I mean I'm gonna go somewhere and eat some delicious fucking barbecue. But maybe not. Who knows with the old barbecue thug?
Yeah. Check out MexicanTrump.com.
Yes, yeah. Fucking get Mexican Trump.
Not a single person went there since last time we recorded, so it didn't work. Like the YouTube didn't work, but yeah, check out last week's episode on YouTube at the Chance and Nabe Show YouTube channel.
Subscribe to that shit. I want to make some money off this bitch.
Yeah, that's like we're trying to like monetize this fucking thing at least a little bit. So check that out.
We need like 10,000 people to watch our YouTube and like watch the ad all the way through and
click the ads. Everyone click the ads. I had to like sign a fucking a contract with YouTube saying we wouldn't click the ads, like to get on there and like just click it all day so we make money. Because that was originally my plan, but that doesn't mean that you, the listeners, can't click on it 1,000 times. Just if you're bored, just click on it a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, definitely. Have we made any money off that yet?
No.
So we had like 4 views on YouTube. So
no, we have like 50 people have watched the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. Even though you didn't promote it for some reason. Were you embarrassed of the episode or something?
No.
Oh, I just didn't see you sharing any of the YouTube.
Did I not? I must have missed that. I don't know why I didn't share that. I think I wanted to watch it first.
Yeah,
and I never even got around to like watching the whole thing. Like usually, like I'll listen to the episode and stuff, and I usually listen to it a few times, kind of like go over it and see what could be done differently. And
yeah.
The video, just like sit down for a fucking hour and like watch it. I just actually never got around to watching the whole thing.
I watched about 30 seconds of it and I was like, no, this is just, I can't watch this.
You said we look like bridge trolls? What?
No, I didn't say we looked like basement trolls.
Basement trolls.
No, because I said, I don't remember what the fuck I said. I said we were a step above basement trolls, at least.
Yeah.
So,
like any insecurities I have about my looks or anything, I see other people with YouTube like videos, channels. I was like, I ain't as bad as those guys.
Yeah. I think in the looks department, as far as podcasts, we're at least like in the median. We're not like at the low end.
Right. Oh yeah. In the podcast world, we definitely would be considered decent looking dudes.
Yeah. Anyway, check that shit out. Anything else this week?
No, that should